Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. We are very excited to be on site in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania at Heart and Sold to welcome Kristen, one of the founders of this amazing thrift store. So welcome, Kristen.
Thank you, Amanda. It's good to be here with you.
Why don't you first start by sharing a little bit about where we are and the motivation for you creating this amazing place?
Sure. So right in downtown Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, we are on Park Avenue, which is the main street here, and we are inside of Heart and Sold, which my sister and I opened in January of 2024 as sort of an homage to both our parents, who were super philanthropic and always wanted to give back, and to each of us having daughters who were adopted through Adoptions from the Heart. Our store is 100% donation. Everybody brings things through the door. We sell them, and our profits after we pay our bills all go to adoption services and foster services in and around Delaware County. So, and the wall we're standing in front of right here is anyone who's entered our store since we opened, who has said, "Oh my gosh, I'm adopted," or "I was part of foster care." They get to put their name on the wall if they'd like.
Do you find that a lot of the people in the community know about adoption, or when they come to this store, you're able to kind of educate them a little bit about the process and the community?
We've been very fortunate to have a few people come in and say, "Hey, I'd love to sit down with one of you. I've always thought about adoption. I don't know a lot about the process or what it looks like or what it takes to be a parent or to go through that whole process. Can you guys sit down and talk with us?" And our answer is always, "We're open books. Yes, of course. Like, when are we going?" So
what do you find is the biggest misconception that people don't truly understand about adoption as your experience being an adoptive parent?
I think it's a couple of things. I think they don't understand, yes, there's home visits. Yes, there's doing the application and everything. But it isn't necessarily going to be like a 5 or 6 year process. Some people think it's going to take forever. Some people also think that it's just insurmountable financially and that there's no creative ways to sort of help them out. And we've been able to talk about that because I'm fortunate that we started at a time that, Adoptions from the Heart provided information on. Some people do GoFundMe, some people do fundraisers. Some people get creative about how they are able to save and put money toward adoption.
Sure, absolutely. And just to repeat for those who are watching this, talk to us about what you guys do with the profits from this thrift store, so people know that when they come in here and they purchase your wonderful item, what happens with the proceeds?
Yes, so what we do with our proceeds is we share them among our, what we call our 4 mission matches. Those are organizations in and around our area, like Adoptions from the Heart, who match with what our mission was, which was really to provide assistance toward those services. And so when we give that money to Adoptions from the Heart, what we'll do is we will even post on our website, on our Facebook, on our Instagram, and say, like, "We just sent out a check for this much to Adoptions from the Heart. That's going to go toward birth mother education fund or toward whatever it is that you guys deem as a greater need at that point in time."
And I will say Adoptions from the Heart is extremely grateful for both Kristen and her sister Terry, who have given so much to our AFTH community. That's kind of why we wanted to do this interview, is just for people to learn more about you, because you guys have been phenomenal. Any final words that you want people to know, something that you think, people don't truly understand or take lightly, something that is important to you about adoption?
Yes. I will say that for us, we have 2 biological daughters and 1 adopted daughter. And people kept saying, "Well, isn't that weird? Is that different? Do your daughters think of her the same way they think of each other?" Yes, yes, yes. It is different in the best way possible. So we completed our family in a unique way that not everybody does. If you look at this wall, it's not as unique as it once was. So there's a lot of people who have adopted. She's met other people in her school who are adopted. She has 2 cousins who are adopted. She has a great support system, and there's always opportunities through you guys for her to find more of a support system. I also think that, there's some people that are like, I've always wanted a biological child. When they put her in my arms the day she was born in the hospital, that felt no different than having one of my biological daughters put in my arms in the hospital. And now all 3 of them are very close. and we operate as any family would operate. So I don't want people to think of adoption as this other way of creating a family. It is an alternative way, but it's really not that different.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
One last time, tell our audience, if they want to find your amazing store, how to reach you.
Yes, so we are at 14 Park Avenue in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. We are open Thursday through Sunday. Heart and Sold is on Instagram and Facebook, and Sold is spelled SOUL''D. And that's the best way to find us, social media, online, or right here in Swarthmore.
Wonderful. Well, guys, definitely check them out. They are amazing women and all that they do, and we're just extremely grateful.
Thank you.
Continue to tune in here at Adoptions from the Heart.